Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are still doing well because this is video 2 of the day and this time we are here to speak about Champions League. Did you hear yesterday before the game the music of the champions? The champions! I am sure that this morning you woke up and it's still resonating here, but especially here, after the really beautiful performance from our Bianconeri. We are back in Champions League, and what was the way that Juventus was back in Champions League? Kenan Yildiz, McKennie, Gonzalez, but also all the other players. We did really well. Thiago Motta did extremely well yesterday, but there are still things that we need to do better. And that's why we are here in today's video to speak about it. What we can do better, what we did yesterday that was just epic and fantastic. We'll speak about Champions League again, Champions League again, Champions League. Ragazzi, put a maximum of like, don't forget to subscribe. Really, seriously, yesterday we reached 33,700. Let's go immediately. We run so that we have 34,000 Juventini of the world on this community. Are you ready to start now that we did the basic? Let's start. I go for a second, a bit more serious. The first video of the day was about Toto Schillaci and only about Toto Schillaci that unfortunately passed away today. So if you want, whatever generation you are, even if you watched him or didn't watch him playing, go back and watch that video because it's a beautiful one with a strong message. Now that you know where to find the video, ragazzi, we start. 3-1. What a beautiful performance. What a beautiful performance. And you know what? Especially for the people that are living in UK, if you don't want to miss any game of Juventus in Serie A, you know OneFootball is partnering with Serie A, offering you for the entire season the possibility to watch the entire Serie A. You want to test it? Test it out this weekend. Juve Napoli. What better game to watch it on OneFootball? Mobile phone, television, computer, whatever. $4.99. The link is in the description. Test it. Download it. Try it and let me know how it went. I'm sure that you will then later, when they will open the annual subscription for the season, at least that you will do it. Ragazzi, now that we did all the basics, I want to start with something. And you will tell me, but we are here to speak about Champions League. Yes, we will. And it's important what I was telling you. Daniele De Rossi from Roma has been sacked this morning. And probably will be replaced by Ivan Juric later today already. Why am I speaking about Roma, Beppe? What is the link? What is the common point? Well, it's just to tell you that we need to be calm. What we saw yesterday, yes, beautiful, great, but let's not exaggerate. We didn't win the Champions League yet. What we saw against Empoli doesn't mean that we will go in second division of Italy, that we will be relegated, that we are a disaster. So we need to find the way to be patient, to try to analyze the good things, the things to improve, but still being calm. Don't start with Thiago ball, Motta ball, the GOAT here, and this here, or a Finnish player, or this. Calma. Today we are really judging a single moment and we have already definitive judgments. No, calma. What is the point with Roma? You remember when Daniele De Rossi came in last season. Result. A lot of people, Daniele De Rossi ball, what a fantastic coach, why didn't we go for him? We should have sacked Allegri, going with Montero or Daniele De Rossi or whatever. Look at that, he's the future. He started this season with 4 games. It's out, he's already out. And we told it here on the channel. I love Daniele De Rossi as a person, as a football player. One of my biggest regrets that he never played for Juve. But I said as a coach, he's doing objectively good things, but let's wait before judging, before going really fast. Look at that. And that's what I think that we need to do also with our beautiful Juventus. Yes, great yesterday in Champions League. Yes, great against Como and Verona. Not that good against Roma. Not that good against Empoli. This Juventus have ideas. They have a vision. And they will go for it, but not everything is perfect as we speak. And yesterday, the words are coming from Thiago Motta that said, I'm not happy at 100%. Of course, it's an interesting result. Of course, we saw beautiful things. But now we need to increase that level. We really need to do it. And yesterday he said, he's pushing Juve up front. The perfection doesn't exist. There is no perfection in football. But we don't need to be satisfied. And actually, if you're looking at, you know it, I love it, the momentum of the game, we can really see it. Without even, if you didn't watch the game, you can really see that 3-1 of Juventus is actually a game where at a certain moment we were satisfied with the result. Pay attention because it's a new competition. We don't know how it will end, but the goal difference has an impact. And if yesterday you saw Bayern Munich, that was about to reopen the game after leading 3-0, for a moment they were satisfied. They concede 2 goals before they really understand, no, we can't just rest. Let's go for it. They won 9-2. Well, Juventus, and you see it, all the momentum. At the end, we concede a goal. And it's a stupid goal because we were leading the game. We were the masters of that game. A Juventus that didn't start as good as I was thinking. It's not that we didn't want to play immediately. It's not that we were not intense immediately. But when we were intense, PSV was extremely well structured. They were structured, they were blocking us, and we were unorganized. At a certain moment, we were running for nothing. These were actually the minutes before the goal of Kenan Yildiz, where at a certain moment, Locatelli and Koopmeiners, they are redirecting the team, saying, Calma, get back to our position. Let's take back the game that more and more we are starting to lose because PSV is more and more dangerous with this shot and especially finding Bakayoko. Now, of course, I would love to speak more and more about that game, but there is something that it has a priority. Look, I opened the 3 pages this morning. Tanta Juve, a lot of Juve that is demolishing or demolished PSV. Fenomeno Yildiz yesterday. First page of Corriere dello Sport this morning. Gazzetta dello Sport, Mago Juve, Magician Juve, Yildiz, what a historical goal, Alla del Piero. And then you go towards the third page, Tutto Sport is saying Pintur Yildiz. You know that Pinturicchio was a famous painter, but it was also the nickname of Alessandro Del Piero. What do we start speaking? Should we start speaking about Juventus as a whole first, or should we go towards an individual? Kenan Yildiz. Should we go with Tanta Juve, a lot of Juve of Corriere dello Sport, or Pintur Yildiz of Tutto Sport? Well, thinking a bit about it, we need to start speaking about Yildiz. We need to starting about Yildiz. You know that for me, the club is bigger than an individual, but what he did yesterday, guys, we need to stop a bit and understanding really. It's too big to not be on the first page. It's too big to not start with Kenan Yildiz. Yesterday, Kenan Yildiz, as soon as he scored, first, happiness for my team, happiness for the kid, and then the first thing that came into my mind, but I'm really speaking about second 1, second 2, and second 3, was that goal of Alessandro Del Piero that brought me back to 95. His first game in Champions League against Dortmund. Victory, Juventus 3, Dortmund 1. There is one single small difference. In that game we played away, while this time we play at home. But all the rest is there. A really young Del Piero. A Del Piero with the number 10. A really young Kenan Yildiz. Also playing with the number 10. A Kenan Yildiz that yesterday was a bit shy in the post-game in the microphones when Del Piero was there. And they were speaking about the fact that he has beaten him in being the youngest player now to score in Champions League in his debut. It is Kenan Yildiz and not anymore Alessandro Del Piero. But the same goal, the same image, fantastic. And actually, I watched that and then I remembered as well another goal of Del Piero. The game after, in our home this time against Steaua Bucharest. The same movements. Just one difference. The one of Del Piero is really like a beautiful painting, like Pinturicchio. While Yildiz is a bit more with power, boom, boom, a really shot, a beautiful shot, a dry shot, but also both of them are turning at a certain moment. But what a thing. That brought me back into my youth when I was watching like a kid in front of television, like that famous meme of the Simpson. What a beautiful moment. Really beautiful moment, ragazzi. Bravo Kenan, mi hai esaltato. Really great, Kenan, are the words of Alessandro Del Piero. You excited me. You know, you made me really proud, make me really happy. And what was the reply of Kenan Yildiz when he heard about that record that he has just beaten? Really humble kid. He said, I'm really sorry, Alex. I'm really sorry that I broke your record. Fantastic. È un predestinato, o la strada da un predestinato is the title of Inside Tutto Sport. The way of someone that is destined to do big things. I already told you about all these common things. So my question to you guys, is he destined to make big things? Do you remember the words of Szczesny? In a few seasons, he will be there in the list to win the Ballon d'Or. Are we speaking about someone that it has been destined? It has been already written. It's a kid that is doing wonder after wonder after wonder. First start at Juventus. from the first minute and he scores a goal in Serie A. First starts in Coppa Italia and he scores a goal. First starts yesterday in Champions League and he scores a goal. I would not be surprised if he starts also Supercoppa or if he starts Club World Cup at the end of the season and he's also scoring in his official debut in this competition. Another one that could possibly be destined to great things with Juve is Thiago Motta. There is only one coach that was able to win 3-1 in his debut in Champions League, and it was Marcello Lippi in 95 in that game of Alessandro Del Piero. 3-1 for Marcello Lippi, 3-1 for Thiago Motta. Guys, I don't want to exaggerate now. I just told you don't exaggerate and be calm, but it's the history that is saying this. So pay attention. You know that I believe in history repeating himself. Who was the man of the match yesterday? Yesterday we spoke about it here live on the channel and we went with Weston McKennie, Locatelli, Kenan Yildiz. There were a lot of people saying Nico Gonzalez, Kalulu, a lot of different players said yesterday by the people here in the chat in post-game. Well, thinking about it, there is only one man of the game. More than everyone, it is Thiago Motta. It is Thiago Motta. Thiago Motta yesterday that again took his responsibility to choose the one that he believed in, that were the most ready. But not only ready to play the game, but to play with each other, to unlock some situation that we needed to fix. Yesterday it was a drama when people heard about two players in particular, and we said it in the pre-game. Weston McKennie, Nico Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez, Weston McKennie. Where I ask, ragazzi, we are doing every single time the same thing. We never learn. We are looking at a lineup like when Bangula was starting. Who's that guy? Why is he starting? Like, for example, Savona was starting. Why? Why is he playing? He's a guy from the next gen from last season. Like we did also in the past. Every time we have a really strong, but especially negative opinion from choices from a coach. And again, he's taking responsibility in playing McKennie, reconfirming Nico Gonzalez, and he did really right. Look at the position of Weston McKennie yesterday in the heat map. A Weston McKennie that defensively helped so that other players didn't need to drop down too much, but also covering a Nico Gonzalez on the right. Look at the heat map. It's just telling you what I explained you before the game, why McKennie could have been there. I would probably not have played Weston McKennie from the start. But when we see a lineup that has been chosen for a coach, the only thing that we can do is why? Not we agree, we don't agree. First we ask ourselves why. Then we can agree or disagree with the choice. But the why is important. And actually what we thought was the idea why, well, it happened yesterday on the field. And not only because then he scores a beautiful goal. Nico Gonzalez, another one that was in doubt from the supporters after his bad game against Empoli. The only one that I defended in that really bad game or performance, we can say. Well, Nico Gonzalez is that much a Juventino. Since birth, guys, he loves that much that third shirt that he decided with his heat maps to actually draw the old logo of Juve or a zebra or whatever you want. Look at it closer and you will see with that optical vision, you will see that beautiful animal, la zebra, or the horse of Juve. Look at it. Grande Nico Gonzalez that yesterday played really well. Played really, really, really well. And was silencing already a bit the haters. I was really happy for that. But you know who impressed a lot yesterday? Locatelli. Manuel Locatelli voted as MVP in Tutto Sport yesterday. He was everywhere. It's a new guy. It's a total new guy. It's not Locatelli anymore. Looks like it's a guy that received a new contract that we just signed. A total different person. Off the field and on the field, the way that he's playing. So what he was saying about, I did mistake and I'm conscious about them, that I was also responsible for them, that I need to change some things, well, they are correct. And look at what a performance yesterday. Vision, ordering the team, playing one touch, thinking forward. Yesterday was everywhere. It was fantastic. Another one was Cope Manners. We didn't see yet the 100% Cope Manners that we are all expecting. Yesterday he missed a goal. Especially one, he missed a big one. But yesterday we started to see the intelligence of Cope Manners, why we signed him also for nearly 60 million euro included bonus. What a guy. Cope Manners, at a certain moment, we have that Yildiz, Cope Manners, and then Weston McKennie that is missing that goal before scoring. That was just beautiful. What a Cope Manners. He's making really the difference up front. And thanks to the work of some Locatelli, Weston McKennie. Koopmeiners could really think about that. And that was really, really beautiful to see yesterday. Another one that changed the game, and this is, I'm happy, because here on the channel, together with Thomas Maklov, that spoke in the chat, that's why I love reading you, we were saying it would be nice if we see a Cambiaso that not always tries to be the Calafiori of the situation coming in centrally. Let him sometimes stay a bit wider, to give the opportunity to Ken and Yildiz to go a bit more central. This is exactly what he did yesterday. Also because he had the pressure of Bakayoko from PSV. But look at the heat map, staying a bit there. And look at the goal of Yildiz. That's where it's coming from. Huh? Yesterday, Yildiz, or today on Instagram, I don't know, but he said, I also need to thank Cambiaso, because it was not easy on that side. Huh? Well, Cambiaso, according to me, did a fantastic job. If we can see him more and more and more there, entering when needed to give superiority in that midfield, but staying also there sometimes, I think that we have it. I think that we have it. A specialist on the wing in the full-back position would be nice. Like the other side, Pierre Kalulu. What are we speaking about? What are we speaking about? Some people will be a bit too young and they will think that I'm exaggerating, or they don't know that much, or they have a bit blurry memories. But yesterday I saw two Thuram on the field. I saw Kefren Thuram when he entered, but since the beginning of this game I saw Lilian Thuram. Lilian Thuram was there, in the body of Pierre Kalulu. Yesterday he played like Lilian Thuram. What a game. Velocity, physical power. He was there, always doing the right thing. Mamma mia, Piero. What a performance of Pierre Kalulu. No, mamma mia. I fell in love with Pierre, and you know it, in the first time that I saw him against Juve. And I was not against his signature. Of course, the physical condition is always a doubt and will be there for the entire season. But if he can stay fit and can continue to deliver this performance per 90 minutes, mamma mia, what a guy. What about the other players? Well, I was not happy with the 6. No. I don't care about the 6 to Danilo, because I think it's a fair rating. The goal is also coming from him in a way. But I don't like that you put him as the worst of the game by Gazzetta dello Sport, because he entered when the game was already over because of Juve, because we decided that it was over, that we wanted to manage the game, not spending too much effort, starting to think too much about Napoli, which according to me was a mistake because of that goal difference, because of all of that. So you can't put me Danilo there. On the other side, who else played really well? Well, Nico Gonzalez, we said it. McKennie, we spoke. Koopmeiners, Thuram entered. He entered when the game was over, like Douglas Luiz. Fagioli entered, not wow, not great. The two defenders, Bremer and Gatti, were really good yesterday as well, except at the 14th minute where Bremer is taking the ball, carrying that ball up, and he's losing it because of a bad control. These are the things we need to do much better. But yesterday we saw quality, we saw rhythm, we saw a game of Juve. Juventus wanted to play yesterday. Welcome back, Champions League. Of course, we didn't speak yet about Dusan Vlahovic. It's true. Some people will say in the stats he has 2 assists, even if one is a deflection, not really. Anyway, he fought a lot. When you are looking at the heat maps of Dusan Vlahovic, you will see that really from the first minute until the 90th minutes, he fought a lot. He tried to support the team. He was doing everything for the team. But it would be a lie if we don't speak about a problem, Dusan Vlahovic. But the problem is not ours. Right? I mean, by consequence, it's ours. Mostly it's his problem that he's still not growing up here. Looks like Dusan Vlahovic every time looks like he's playing like he needs to score 2 goals, to repay the game before. No, Dusan. Listen to me, Dusan. Forget about yesterday. Think about today. Think about your game. We don't care if you score 2 goals, 3 goals, as long as we win, as long as you are producing well, as long as you do a beautiful performance. This is what we are expecting from you. Playing. Scoring a goal will not make the difference for us if Juventus win. If you are able to contribute to that win, we don't care that much about it. The problem is yourself. You think too much about it. You get with that pressure. It looks like yesterday he was entering that game of Champions League like he needed to solve it because he was not able to solve it against Empoli or Roma. No, Dusan. You need to grow up mentally there. And it's starting to be a problem. Also yesterday, Thiago Motta is keeping him 90 minutes on the field because we want to help him to get back to that goal. I think that at the end, if you are looking at the full time, probably it was a bad idea of Thiago Motta, because we are actually doing the opposite. What we are looking for to help him so that he can score, we're actually doing the reverse. Because yesterday he had then the occasions and he missed it. And you know how I feel that? We saw our boys playing on the field in the last 15-20 minutes when Juventus wanted to again try to score that fourth goal. Looks like everyone was looking and thinking about Dusan Vlahovic, Koopmeiners, Fagioli, the team. The team was like, okay, let's try to make Dusan Vlahovic score, because if he scores, he will feel better. And no, this can't be the case. But you feel it, and the players are playing at a certain moment for Dusan. And yesterday, I saw Julie that posted on Twitter, Koopmeiners with Vlahovic. You remember that Rooney that is playing with a kid, I think it's his kid, I'm not sure, when he's saying here, score. This is what we saw, but Juventus in Champions League nights, you can't do that. You can't do that. Think about the team, think about Juventus. So we need to work on that. And then also we need to work on a lot of aspects. I told you about that momentum where the second half Juventus didn't play. We concede because we didn't play. We lost the possession also in the beginning of the game. The first 20 minutes before we scored the first goal with Dusan Vlahovic, well, in total, we lost the possession yesterday. Our accuracy was a bit less, was still good, 85.7, but not wow. 78% in opposition half, so we can do better in a lot of things. It was not the perfect game yesterday, eh? It was not. Then we had nearly 3 expected goals because we missed a lot of goals. Pay attention, because against other team, not always you will have all these opportunities, so you need to score in front of the goal. You need really to score, but hey, let's not try to be that difficult. Now, don't expect this Juventus to play every single game, because not all opponents will play the way of PSV. Don't expect the one of Empoli, because not all teams will play the game of Empoli. So I think that also there we need to find a balance that will be extremely important. I hope you enjoyed that video. With so many things that we spoke about, wow, Yildiz, Vlahovic, McKennie, Thiago Motta, etc., etc. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. With the maximum of like, grazie, forza, Juve.